Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on 790 The Bet. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency and Wally Hatchett's Comfort Food and Drinks at 6439 Summer Avenue.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on this first Saturday, which means back-to-back Gabbard and Smith, or is it Smith and Gabbard? Which one is that?
I forget.
Sounds like a law firm.
Age before beauty, it'd be Smith and Gabbard.
Okay, all right. Well, we got that. Well, we won't even go into that. But anyway, Dave Gabbard, Gene Smith, our co-host. Of course, they were here last week for fifth Saturday, and here we are back for first Saturday, which they are every month on Outdoors with Larry Ray. And really enjoyed talking to Anastasia Patterson.
Great interview.
Great interview with a young lady that's on the cover of BESS magazine for this month's issue. But and she loves fishing. We love fishing.
Amen.
So we're going to talk a little fishing right now, Tennessee-wise, and really happy for a guy that's spent a long time with the agency, with the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency, which is a sponsor of Outdoors with Larry Ray, 36 years at TWRA. And really happy to get on a short notice. I didn't have to go through Congress to get Mark Thurman on the show. In fact, Mark agreed himself. So that's kind of scary to begin with, you know. But we appreciate Mark Thurman. He has been named the new Fisheries Division Chief for the TWRA, and we've got Mark on the line right now. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning.
Thanks for coming on with us on Outdoors with Larry Ray. And I know you and Gabbard go back a lot of years. 36 years for you. Gabbard made it in dog years 212. You know, but
yeah, I let them have it at 35.
At 35, but I know you were happy as I was to see Mark get this job. And Mark, I know that 36-year career, you've been all across the state. At different regions, primarily Region 3 and Region 4. I know you've got a lot of friends in Region 1 over here, but congratulations on the job, and I know that you accept this job knowing there's challenges, right, Mark?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. But I'm excited about the job, and you know, over that whole time that I've been working for the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency, I've enjoyed every place I've worked, and a large part of it's been, you know, working towards managing fishing for the public, and you know, I've just always enjoyed that.
Well, anybody from Spring City, Tennessee, I love that name. You know, I don't know if the red light's broken there or not, but
sounds good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it is, and of course, Tennessee Tech. I don't know in the TWRA if there's more UT Martin, probably more Tennessee Tech guys, I guess. I mean,
boy, it'd be interesting to see the breakdown.
I would like to know
UT
that.
Martin, Tennessee Tech, and UT.
Yeah, I would think Tennessee.
I think Tech has it.
I think Tech would have that too. Yeah, what the Golden Eagles or what are they? I mean,
yep,
that's them. Yep. I see. That's pretty good. I can't believe I remembered that. But
yeah, that's good.
A lot of things going on, Mark, as you step into this new job, and we've mentioned some of them. I know one of the important things is the Bill Dance signature lakes that will touch base right here in our area with Herb Parsons and everything else. But you come in right now after the agency Board of Commissioners met at Fall Creek Falls and came up with some new proposals. And I know that comes under your bailiwick. So talk about that, and the comment period goes for these new proposals, folks. I think what is it? Let me look here if I can find it.
November 15th.
November 15th, and as we mentioned earlier, before we talk about some of the proposals, you guys really look at those comments, don't you, Mark?
We do. You know, we're always in a lot of different ways throughout the year, engaging with the public and getting insight into attitudes towards our management. But this comment period, you know, between the time regulation changes are proposed to the time that they're voted on is very important.
And I know if any of these come back, what they, if approved, I think that March 1st of next year. So
yes.
They're important times. So let's talk about some of these that I've called up, there was so many that I ran out of paper on my printer. I think there was so many changes there.
There's a lot this year.
There's a lot.
There's a lot this year.
Yeah, and a lot of them are come from our area of West Tennessee, as Dave Gabbert knows and Gene Smith knows, particularly the agency lakes, which I think are so important. And I know those are prime parts of your job too, right?
Oh, definitely. And we have the agency lakes in West Tennessee, and we're involved with managing all kinds of small water bodies across the state, whether it's municipalities or state park lakes. But those agency lakes are real. They're pretty special. And
I know that I've looked at some of these proposals. A lot of them are particularly Browns Creek or Lake Halford, which, folks, that's, if you don't know where that is now, that's Carroll County, okay, as Dave Gabbert explained earlier. And, of course, Herb Parsons. We got Pin Oak Lake and Natchez Trace Park. We got Travis, one of my favorite lakes. I don't even like to talk about it because I don't want people to know about it, but it is Travis McNatt Lake at Big Hill Pond. And then, of course, Poplar Tree. You guys have come up with really seem like you focused a lot on bass. You've asked to change the creel limit. Talk about that a little bit.
Well, we've changed, and we've got proposals for changes on several of the lakes you mentioned, and they're all geared. Some of them they're a little different from each other, but they're all geared at improving the quality of the bass fisheries there, and some of them are geared at promoting more harvest of smaller fish so that we create more room for the larger fish.
Yeah.
And then as well, keeping your larger fish there in the mix.
And also at the same time, you've got some proposals rated for the bluegill and red ear. I mean, limits. A lot of people say, well, why don't we leave limits on bluegill? But you're looking at the overall health of the lake, right?
Well, you are, and a lot of it is relative to harvest pressure.
Yes.
And so you're trying to spread that harvest out, and you're trying to maintain, the right number of the right number of fish in the populations, and keep some of your bigger fish there, and some of those larger panfish, larger bluegill are important to have in there. For they're very productive. You've got good genetics in there, and so it's really just geared at again, it's kind of the same as the bass is enhancing the fishing, and I know what you're saying about people being surprised about bluegill limits, but at a certain point, you do need to kind of think about that when it comes to fishing pressure or changes in habitat or whatever. So I think these will help with the quality of fishing there.
How excited are you about the Bill Dance Signature Lakes, Mark?
I'm very excited about it. It's Bill Dance is an icon nationally in the fishing world, and in Tennessee, very special to us. And having an opportunity to manage some places with that signature there is exciting. It's pretty neat. Pretty neat project.
Yeah. Again, we're talking to Mark Thurman. He is the recently named the new Fisheries Division Chief of the TWRA. And I know, Dave, you know Mark from a long time. And
Mark's a good choice for that position.
Yes.
Being in Region 3 and 4, he's battle tested.
Yeah. Only Gabbert could say that,
He's battle tested.
Yes. Yeah.
Over the years, I know throughout my career, the fisheries questions that arose over there in Region 3 and 4.
Yeah.
With all those big reservoirs, especially when it came to smallmouth bass and largemouth bass and everything.
Yeah.
If he weathered that, he can weather being chief.
Well, I appreciate that.
And I think that's part of the job, because even Jason Maxedon, our TWRA executive director, he said that Mark has a proven track record of leadership and commitment to the conservation management of fish populations and habitats, and I think that's true. So if for the person that's out there right now just knowing, what does it mean to be fisheries chief? So what exactly are your duties?
Oh wow, it's a big job.
It's a big job. Yeah.
You know, I'm responsible for the budget side of things.
Yes.
For all of the fisheries programs across the state. I am responsible for developing policy, like we've talked about today, and facilitating that process. I think we've got 117 employees across the state that work in the fisheries division.
Yes, yeah.
And, you know, we've got hatchery facilities and crews out there doing all kinds of management work, and I have to keep my finger on the pulse of that. And then as well, one of my big jobs is to represent the division in settings like our commission with the Tennessee Wildlife and Fish Commission. So
yeah, that's
Fish and Wildlife Commission. Sorry.
Yes. Don't worry, I have trouble with that. Cox is always getting after me. That okay?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
he'll get on me.
Yes. You have to wear.
Yeah, that's one of my primary jobs is to represent the division at our commission meetings.
Well, you got to wear a coat and tie at that too. You know, I've never understood that. You know, the guys got to dress up. Well, Mark, we're really happy to thank you for being with us on Outdoors with Larry Ray on this Saturday morning. Mark Thurman. Go to the TWRA website. That's tnwildlife.org. Find out what you want to know about Mark, but he's a very open person. And, Mark, we want to stay in touch, talk with you when we can on this station to keep us in the pulse, and we'll try to have Gabbard on each time as your interpreter in case you say something that I don't understand. But hope you have a great weekend, and we'll talk down the road, buddy. All right? How about Dave saying something?
I was just saying I'll explain when he uses the term recruitment.
Yes.
I'll explain that to you.
Okay. Well,
okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. It was a real pleasure to be on your show.
All right. Thanks, Mark. Have a great one. All right.
Yes, sir. Bye-bye.
All right. Let's take a break on Outdoors with Larry Ray. We're going to try to hook up with Steve McAdams. He's always hiding out on Kentucky Lake, so we'll try to find that out. We'll be right back.